A battle for division supremacy. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners of 6 of their last 8 games. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A second down throw for Bridgewater. It's grabbed over the middle by White. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They go play action. Bridgewater. He hits White, complete. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice spin into some open field.
A battle for division supremacy. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East, as it'll be the New York Jets as they get set to square off against the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in on a good run. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Bridgewater on the left side, a catch by White. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, no.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Bridgewater now on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And here come the Bills. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of a... They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And on the ground they go with a running back. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second down, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Bridgewater now. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, and it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. The Steelers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Herschel Walker has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're out to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Matt Ryan has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Brown. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw, Bridgewater. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but it might have got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, that's Stone. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to... On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Bridgewater. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Bridgewater to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now they go for it on 4. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Sounds like I see it's in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. Melody low to the tech. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bet on bet. I got the beam in the flats. I got a in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet and they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey. 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to night. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste. Give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then ape it.
Type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of ahead of my to all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was try to nah, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm for this year. I be praying for y'all when I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex and her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us with the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Got the swag. Wakanda swagger. I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. But I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors. I ain't breaking the line. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like do the dishes. Mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Oh, look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days, in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We on a vacation, get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation.